Hello, my name is Andrea O, and I am going to talk about the effectiveness of Excel. Whether you're in the office trying to figure out how many products did we sell this year of a certain variety, or maybe you're trying to answer personal questions of what are my spending habits for the past few weeks. It can be a daunting task and sometimes could take a long time to sort through the amount of data that you have. But with pivot tables, you can get your answer relatively quickly within just a few clicks and understand the data that you are looking at in a much easier layout to read. So today I'm going to show you how to create a pivot table. And the materials that you need are going to be access to a computer that has Excel. Any version should work within the last decade. I'm using 2016. And the only other piece of information that you'll need are your data sets to analyze and maybe a question in mind. So for this scenario, I have here a list of transactions to analyze my spending, and I want to know how much money am I spending on food. So to do that, I am first going to need to select the data. So you'll want to click on the first cell of data and drag down to the last cell. And once you do that, you should have the section highlighted that you want to analyze. So the second step would then be to insert your table. So you'd click on the Insert tab, and then you'll see the Pivot Table option to the left. It's going to prompt you of what data you'd want to use. We have ours highlighted already, and it'll also ask you where you want your pivot table to go. Once you select your option, then you'll see that the pivot table is now ready to customize. So again, this is completely personalized based on the data that you're analyzing and the questions that you have. For this scenario, we're reviewing my bank transactions and trying to answer the question of how much money am I spending on food. So now I can drag the different pieces of information that I want to see into the fields that would be most helpful. For me, I'm going to select transaction types and I'm going to drag them to the rows field so I can see all the different transactions that I've spent money in. And then I'm going to drag the amounts that I've spent to the values field. And as you can see, our table has taken shape. It's given me a summary of each of these different transaction types. So voila! Within a few clicks, now we know that I've spent $370.18 on food. So from this, maybe I want to know, that's a lot of money. How did I spend that much money on food, and where did I spend it at? For that, I can simply drag the transactions over here to the filters field and include the descriptions in the rows field. So now I'm going to just select the food transaction type, and I can see, okay, within a glance, I have spent $63 at El Chupacabra and $58 at K Cafe and $41 at the market at work. Maybe branching off of that, I want to know, how often did I visit the market at work? How many times did I go there, and on what dates? So I drag the dates information to the rows field, and now I can see I went to the market 6 times in this example, which added up to that $42. So this is just a quick demo of how you can use the pivot table feature of Excel to analyze data really quickly. Within just 3 steps, you're able to pinpoint exactly the information that you want to see in a much more digestible format. So I hope that you have found this informative and easy to follow, and I hope that you put it to use. Get creative about the ways that you can use Excel and start to think about how it can help you speed up the process of analyzing large amounts of data and answering questions quickly. Thank you.